So we at the church where I was up in Massachusetts, the unspoken boundary was if you were part or attached to one clan, one family, you were in. And if you weren't, you were out. Actually, Jim's wife, Sarah, was in choir, and she wasn't attached to the clan. And they would cancel choir practice and wouldn't call her. Because she's not in. She's not in the clan.
Yeah, and an unbelieving world says,
yeah,
look, if you can't treat your own people that way, why would I ever want to be a part of that?
Yeah, that's exactly the issue. So, and it's a hard thing to address that because I tried to, and you might have noticed I live in Palmyra, so it's always kind of fun. So it's neat, the positive and negative.
You moved from Massachusetts to New Jersey. I mean, he moved from Colorado to Philly. He moved to New Jersey. Wow. Okay, never mind. I'm just getting context.
You realize all these people, most of them
live in New Jersey.
Quit creating boundaries, dude.
That's
but it's fashionable to make fun of New Jersey.
Well, yeah, I grew up outside Fort Washington, and we used to refer to New Jersey.
Is it not fashionable to make fun of New Jersey?
So,
do you guys make fun of yourselves because you live in New Jersey?
Yeah,
okay.
New Jersey.
All right.
But I can get a decent cheesesteak and bread here.
Yeah, all right. Oh.
In Massachusetts, you ask for a crusty roll, and they just look at you like, you want stale bread? And you just, I don't understand.
What's the next question?
Next question. Thank you. You're getting me to go forward? That's
hey, you know, just trying to get, their butts are getting sore, probably.
That's okay. Does your community relate to any sort of oversight body beyond your community? And how does that relationship impact the way that your community does ministry? And you guys are going to have vastly different answers, right?
Yeah. Very simply, yeah. I relate with those two hats of both Resonate and Calvary Church, so that's the structure.
And how does that relationship go? Because you guys are almost a church within a church, right?
Yeah, we're still figuring that out. We're a year and a half old. We're asking a lot of those questions and involved in some of those hard conversations to say, how do we relate to one another? How do we make a decision without others being hurt? And that's where there's incredible trust, incredible needing to give people the benefit of the doubt, having conversations early before we assume and let our minds go in directions they shouldn't go. Right. And so that's that sort of family, that high school or that college student home for the summer analogy. We're still figuring out what are the rules at home. I haven't had a curfew when I'm at school. Now I'm home for the summer. I'm supposed to be at dinner at 6 with the family. Well, there's a lot of benefits to being in the family, but there also means some sacrifices. So how do we bend and flex? We're still figuring that out. But that's the largest oversight body is Calvary Church for us.
Gotcha. Jen, what?
Can I ask a question in relation to this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you attend all the services at Calvary in addition to what you do at Resonate?
Great question. I don't. I also teach on Sunday mornings probably once a month, and so that's good for me to go when I'm asked to teach. So I'm there in the mornings.
You're a wise man.
Video. Let's just go up there.
Numa videos.
But
YouTube.
Like Wednesday, we have a Wednesday night service. I've been there 1 or 2 times, not because I don't like it, but saying, you know what, just because the doors are open doesn't mean I need to be there. And there are others that have never been to Resonate, and that's okay. And so,
what percentage of Resonate would you say are members of Calvary? Like how many people have
great question.
pull in like a certain number to
Sure. It's regional as well, and so we get a lot of like, oh, I'm 28, I'm single, I may go to another church 30 minutes away in the morning with my family, but I really love and connecting here. So we've got sort of 4 groups of people. We've got people that consider Resonate their home church. We've got some that go in the morning and also come at night. We've got people that go to other churches in the morning and come to Resonate, and then we've got people going, this is a church? Like kind of, those are the non-believers kind of walking in going, I'm just here because there's a hot-looking girl that I knew would be here tonight. And I say, well, regardless of why you're here, I'm glad you're here. You may be here for a different reason than you think. And I hope you encounter God in a way tonight that you didn't anticipate. So there's sort of 4, and it sort of vacillates and oscillates in terms of size on that. But those are sort of 4 subsections of our faith community. So we're still trying to figure that out in terms of, structure, identity, what that looks like. So, but it's a great question. It comes up in every sort of setting like this, and it's a good one.
As you know, we've thought about this in the past. We were considering joining a denomination, as I said. We didn't, so if our value is unity, being a local body not connected to anybody else is an issue. So we've been wrestling through that. We're actually now officially connected to a network of churches called the Ecclesia Network. It's a network of What's that?
You're part of Ecclesia now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
It's actually it's actually a collection of about, right now, I think 12 or 15 churches throughout the United States, and actually, I think there's a community in Africa who is connected to us, and one in the Dominican Republic that's connected to us. But really, it's a very relational network of churches that we're kind of consider ourselves on mission together. It's a church planting cooperation, mission cooperation, trying to cooperate and help each other, and some accountability. So there's some of our accountability comes in through them. They come in every, like, not they, but one of the churches that we're connected to will come in every year and sit down with us and give us an outside perspective on things. Ecclesia started 6 years ago. What year are we in? 2008?
Yeah.
7 years ago. Basically, it was myself and about 7 other pastors got together in Maryland, in like the podunk town of Franklin, Maryland, or something like that, in some camp, and we started getting together twice a year. Started out as a conversation with pastors who we were friends, and talking about church and mission and all this kind of stuff, and over the last 7 years has developed into, like, why don't we just do this together? And so we formed a network of churches, and it's in the beginning stages, and I don't know what the future of it is, but it's been pretty cool for us, and so that's kind of our connection to the official connection to the wider body of Christ.
And they kind of ground you in your shared mission together, too.
Right, and there's some doctrinal things we agree to. So if we ever started preaching Jesus as Lord, they might be like, yeah, you know what? You might want.
You said Jesus isn't
Yeah,
Lord, right? I
yeah.
just want to clarify that. It sounded like you said,
Yeah,
if we start
preaching
preaching
that
I said if
Jesus
we
is
stop
Lord.
preaching that Jesus is Lord. That's what I meant to say.
Start.
I also hold him accountable, so I'm his oversight body.
Just clip that and stick that on.
Whenever I
YouTube and-
preach, J.R. stands next to me and says, "You meant to say Jesus, right?" But if we ever stopped preaching Jesus is Lord, they would know that, because we're connected that way, and they'd be like, "Listen, guys, you need to shape up or ship out. You're not a church anymore." So
That's good.
it's nice to have
You
that.
sought that out. I mean, you sought that relationship out.
We kind of helped start it, so like.
Well, that would be seeking.
Sure.
To happen.
Yeah. Sure. It's not like I'm going to start this thing. We're not going to join it though.
But I mean, that's interesting, because one of the knocks that I know a lot of older Christians have on younger Christians is they don't want to be connected to anything.
Right.
But that's not true. I mean, in a lot of respects, you guys really sought that wider connection out.
We're very well aware that it's absolutely vital to not only our health but also our mission, because I think once we go back to my Acts, because I'm preaching Acts 2. You guys are giving me some practice here, all right? Acts 2, all right? Think about it. You have 3,000 people, and you have 12 apostles.
Oops.
I'm guessing they don't each have like 300 people in their house doing the teaching. Let's just say they do. You have 300. If you do the math, say there's 30 people per group. I'm just making this up, right? You have at least 300 groups of people meeting throughout the town. And often we look only at those smaller groups, and we say, this is what the church is, breaking bread prayer in these small groups. And we forget the fact that they were the church, all interconnected and having a community witness and meeting together in the courts, and a lot of cross-pollination going on between these groups. If that theory works. I'm not sure if it works or not, but let's just say it does. It works on some level. They weren't like renting out the Colosseum, and meeting in there or something like that, because that's in Rome. So that'd be a good reason not to.
And they kill Christians in that building, so probably not.
And they did kill Christians there, so yeah.
It was rented for them.
But
So.
But if all the churches became little independent units and didn't speak to the other churches or little other house gatherings, their witness would have been shot. And so we know that our witness is dependent upon being connected in some way, shape, and form to the global body of Christ.
Which is that collaboration piece that, Todd speaks into my life, and into Resonate unofficially. Our friend Scott speaks into our life, and Todd's asking me the tough questions. Are you guys loving Jesus more? Are you guys serving your community more? That's an oversight body that I voluntarily allow Todd to speak into my life. And I think that
I am the oversight body of Resonate?
You are a oversight body. An oversight body.
A lot of pressure.
Todd. That's nice. Cool. I like how you sought that out. I mean, that's really important.